Good morning to the Jamaica team. Welcome to Business Central, or rather introducing you to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central Online, as Kevin explained to you. So we're just going to get a little more insight as to what Business Central offers, right? So Business Central, of course, it connects your people and your processes with a single unified solution so that your data could be quickly and easily shared with key people throughout your company. You have access to the most current, accurate data, so you're making the most informed decisions possible. So for example, the sales rep in your field, if they would like to make a change to a customer quote, for example, it gets reflected in their numbers that you're pulling in your back office, real time, of course, right? So with that sort of information at your fingertips that quickly, you can make decisions that have a better or bigger impact on your bottom line in terms of your company. All right, so moving on to some core capabilities of Business Central as an ERP system, right? Also known as an enterprise resource planning system. So some of them include things like financial management and project management, sales and service, reporting and analytics, and so on, right? So it's the perfect solution for small and mid-sized organizations that automates and streamline business processes, and it helps you manage your business. So it's highly adaptable and rich with features, right? You could use all these modules to your liking, and actually even more, and we will get more to that with respect to reporting and things like that, right? And of course, Business Central is fast to implement. It's easy to configure, right? And the simplicity guides innovations in your product design, your development, implementation, and usability. Okay, so my next question is, how can your users across your company use the services or consume the services of Business Central? So you can access Business Central across any device, and that includes things like PCs, tablets, and mobile phones. So the app displaying the tablet client and the phone client is targeted at users in small and medium-sized businesses, right, that want to access your data from a tablet or phone. Right, and the main advantages of this offering are portability and flexibility, right? That allows, of course, your users to use your ERP system when they're away from their desk. So, and of course, having a Business Central, this solution on your mobile devices also brings it in the hands of many more of your users, and it's easily able to be distributed across your company. Right, another key feature of Business Central, either on-premise or online, you can manage interactions with your customers and vendors directly in Microsoft Outlook, right? So the Business Central Outlook add-in, it will allow you to see financial related data with respect to your customers and vendors. You can also create and send financial documents such as quotes and invoices. So when you install the add-in, it provides users with the ability to create sales quotes or update sales invoices and things like that. Right. So for example, if you get an email in your inbox that references a specific quote number, sales order number, right? The add-in, the Business Central add-in allows you to edit such documents within Outlook, right? You can create a new document if need be, and that will be updated into Business Central in real time. And this add-in for Outlook could be deployed through your IT department centrally, or the users can install it themselves on a one-by-one basis as well, depending on how your Outlook or how your Office 365 or Microsoft 365 has been deployed. Right, next we have, of course, Power BI. So Power BI, Microsoft Power BI is a data visualization system from Microsoft. It retrieves Business Central data, allowing you to build dashboards and reports based on that data. So Power BI provides a flexible alternative to reports built in Business Central, and it enables you to drill down and customize your visualizations, right? And it even merges data from different companies in Business Central. And some Power BI reports can be accessed inside Business Central itself and even outside as you can download the Power BI app on your phones to access those reports, or even within Power BI, right? And also, if you need to create customized reports, you can build them yourself using Power BI. And also Business Central and Power BI does have some built-in AI reports that you do get. So for example, if you've seen on your screen, you can see some Power BI reports to the right-hand side of quantities available, how much you have in shortage, how much you have on demand, and things like that versus how much you have in stock, right? So, and that's just, a small example to what you can get in the system. Right, so on this next page, you will see that I have some more examples of the report. So of course, it's a visualization tool that allows you to drill down as well. So all these figures that you see in by your store, by your items and things like that, you can actually drill down from these types of reports, and there are more. So if you like, we can give you some more information about these built-in reports. Right, and more advantages, of course, of using Power BI in your uh, Business Central environment, right? So that includes things like the reports, of course, can be personalized based on their user and their role in the company. It provides a summary and contextual Power BI reports to manage your business. Reports are interactive with the ability to expand to additional details and report pages. You can display any Power BI reports in your dynamic solution, and in this case being Business Central. Some connections and security features includes the ability to connect using the free version or pro versions of Power BI. The report securities are managed via Power BI services, and the security to data is managed through existing web service securities. And it is available for cloud and on-premise versions of Business Central. So it's not just for online versions of BC. Next, I want to discuss some key finance and distribution features of Business Central. So firstly, Business Central streamlines your accounting and processes, and it connects your financial data across systems to get an end-to-end view of your business. Right? With inventory management, Business Central allows you to define profit margins and set prices accordingly, drill down on pricing details, monitor your stock and inventory levels, and keep abreast of customer needs. You can identify and keep successful pricing strategies as well. You can leverage management alerts and your mobile device access to Business Central to get the visibility you need to proactively manage rather than operate in a reactive mode. Right? You can better manage the process of tracking your item promotions or your sales promotions, track your prices and your discounts to maximize your profits and avoid losses, of course. Then with OCR, optical character recognition services embedded in Business Central, you can create purchase invoices automatically. So the services, what it does, it will convert PDF invoices, for example, some incoming PDF invoices from your vendors to an electronic document, which will then be converted to a purchase invoice in Business Central. Right, and you can incorporate things like approvals and things like that to have your purchase invoices be, to have to go through different levels of approvals from managers and things like that if need be. And that's using the power of workflows in Business Central. Right, then you have advanced warehousing features, and that includes things like warehouse receiving, warehouse putaways, warehouse putaway worksheets, bin management, movement between your warehouses and transfers and things like that, and so much more with respect to your advanced warehouse. All right, so that's just a very broad explanation to some of the features that you get out of Business Central. I would like to minimize my presentation now and take you to a real demo of Business Central online. All right, so just give me 1 second. Let me switch to that environment. Right, so Right now, I am going to log into my my Microsoft 365 account online, right? So you go to your login.microsoftonline.com and it takes you to your homepage. And if you do have Business Central deployed in your Office environment or your Microsoft 365 environment, you will have Business Central available on your app docker. So if you notice, I opened up my app docker and you're seeing Business Central available together with all the other Microsoft services such as Excel and OneDrive and Teams and Outlook and all these things. So it's just a matter of you having to click Business Central and it would take you to Business Central Online. Of course, you need to sign in with your Microsoft 365 account. So in this case, I will use my Davyn account and sign in. And then it's going to launch Business Central Online for me. And what it would do is it would take me to my personalized homepage of Business Central, right? So this is an example of what the home screen can look like. So you would notice first thing, you can see that at the very top, you can add tasks or pages or even reports on your homepage, right? So for example, you're seeing the customers, your vendors, your items and things like that. Then you can add more quick visit links. So for example, if you need to post sales invoices or quotes and things like that, you can add all that directly to your homepage. So you don't have to look very far to have to get your work done in Business Central. All right, then if I scroll down a little bit on the same homepage, you're going to see some activities or some things like what are my outstanding or what are my overdue sales invoices that my customers have to pay me? What are my overdue purchase invoices amount that I owe vendors and things like that? Then you can see as well that you can actually drill down on these things. So for example, if I clicked on the overdue sales invoice amount, the $100,000, I can drill down directly from that to, and the system will pull up a drill down list of all that makes up those overdue sales invoices. And I can drill down even further if I need to on these invoices, right? I can even have a look at them as well. So I can say show document and the system will pull up that particular invoice for me and all of the customer information and all of the line information and everything, right? So all this is just from drilling down from your homepage. All these things are possible, right? And you would see these little tiles back out on the homepage, you know, some more outstanding stuff. So if you need to see your open purchase orders, your open purchase invoices, unprocessed payments, open sales, things like that, you can drill down as well by clicking into those drill down tiles. And you can see all your open sales invoices in this case. Then on the right hand side of the screen, if based on which invoice you select, you will see some some overview in information about that invoice. So for example, what's the customer balance? And you can drill down on the customer balance by clicking on the balance and it would give you all your sales history for that one customer, right? So you notice that you can drill down in Business Central very easily. You don't have to go very far to do that. Right, and I'll just go back out again. Right, and you would see here, Business Central actually has an integration to Shopify. For those who are seeing the Shopify activities, that's possible as well. Then you have insights. So we were speaking about Power BI and things like that. So if you had your Power BI reports linked, it could be shown in your homepage in Business Central as well. So for example, if you want to see things like your business performance, who's your top 5 customers and things like that, you can highlight, like in this case, I'm highlighting over one particular customer and it's giving me my sales for the year. And you can get many more of that report, right? Of those types of reports, sorry. Then you can actually integrate your Outlook inbox with Business Central as well, right? That helps with things like workflows and approvals and things like that if need be. Right, so I want to go into my customer list. So for example, on my home screen, I'm going to click customers and it's going to take me to a list of my customers. Now, in this view, I have a list of my customers with pictures and things like that. I can change my view. I can change it to just a list instead, or I can just go back into having it as tall tiles with my customers, so all these things are customizable per user. They could, suit the or create the system or personalize the system to suit them and how they prefer see things. And then you'd notice when I click each customer, it goes into more details about that customer. It gives me all my past history, all my posted invoices, what's their current balance, and I could drill down from there, what's their credit limits and things like that, right? Then let's say, for example, I'm in this customer and I want to be able to directly do a sales invoice for them. I can click new document at the top and I can say, okay, let me go to click a new sales invoice, and a new sales invoice will open up for that same customer I selected, and I'm ready to go and continue creating my sales invoice and posting it for this customer. Right, and similarly with your vendors, you can open up your vendor list and look up the information about your vendors, and you can create a purchase document on the fly as well. All right, and you would notice some things popping up on the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. Business Central gives you some tours or some helps, to help you better understand, what things do when you switch to different pages. So there's that as well. Right, and of course I have my items. So if I drill down into my items list in Business Central, it will give you a list of all your inventory items, what you have in stock. So you're seeing this nice column here that gives you what your current inventory is. So if, let's say, this desk, I want to click on this 2 to drill down, the system can show me what it is I have done to make up that 2 that is now available in my inventory. So you will see all your sales, all your purchases and things like that. That gives you that running balance of 2 in stock. Right, and it gives you a cost breakdown as well of your items. So you notice again, things could be easily drilled down into Business Central. All right, and of course we have your financials. So you have your chart of accounts. So you'd notice that the chart of accounts is a nice segmented, nicely, what's the word I'm looking for, grouped. You can have your balance sheets on your P&L accounts nicely grouped together. Then you can see what your current balance for each GL account is. You can drill down by clicking on the balances. So in this case, for the resale items GL account, I can click on the 89,000 and it would take me to all the general ledger postings that would have made up that value in that GL account. Any invoices, any journal postings, anything that was done. You can see all that in that drill down as well. Right, and of course Business Central allows you tons of reports and many more. So I'm just going to go into some more features that you do get out of Business Central. So this is just at a glance. You have things like sales, you have reports that you get, sales analysis reports, you can get purchase analysis reports. In the financials, you can get something called account schedules that gives you your P&L reports and your balance sheet reports, things like that. So if I just open up a balance sheet report, you can easily have access to see all your balance sheet information. You can view it by year, you can view it by day, by week, and things like that. And you can send all your reports. So anything that you see report-wise in Business Central can be exported to Excel, PDF, or Word, right? So you can simply just send this report straight to Excel if need be, among all other reports inside of here. All right, and I'll just go back to some more key features about Business Central. So here you can see for yourself that these are some of the things offered. We just scroll down some more, so you will see that there is manufacturing, there is resource planning, there is warehousing, sales and marketing, campaign management, fixed assets, cost accounting, all these things, even human resources, all of these things are available for you to implement in Business Central. All right, so that is it for me. Kevin, I will hand it over to you. Thank you everyone for your time.